The penultimate race of the 2019 season is upon us. DRS100, and a problem there trying to get Cody Eustace's kart started, but that is underway now. That was a nervous moment for the young rookie. Here's the starting grid. Sam Cunliffe and Nicky Taylor start from row number 1. Callum Gunning, the championship leader and champion-elect, starts on the inside of row number 2 alongside last year's champion. What a great defence he's put up, Harry Graham. George Whitehouse and Cody Eustace start from row 3. Alicia Palmowski and Vijay Ramlal start from row number 4. Row 5, Thomas Harvey and Jack Rigg. Row 6, Joe Sheppy and Justin Brouard. Row 7 will be Dylan Brierley and Leon Frost. Row 8, Ben Gartside and Callum Lockett. Row 8 will be, row 9 rather, will be William Vincent and Luke Wildgoose. Row 10, Thomas Davison and Daniel Holsworth. Row 11, the final row of the Grand Prix grid, Rowan Campbell-Pilling and Lily Jeffs. So Callum Gunning in kart number 2 entered today with a 56-point lead in the championship, and he has kept his nose clean throughout, and he will just be looking to cruise home and claim the title without any other incidents. Harry Graham, Thomas Harvey, Sam Cunliffe and Nicky Taylor, while they're all fighting over second place, just 1 point between Graham and Harvey for second, but it's Cunliffe in 4th and Taylor in 5th in the point standings. They are the two drivers that have performed best so far. They start from the front row of the grid. They'll be looking to make inroads there. 22 drivers, 12 minutes. The penultimate race of the season here at Hooton Park. And you can see what a beautiful sunset now on this crisp November's Eve here at Ellesmere Port near Liverpool. "12 minutes. What last minute drama can DRS 100 serve up for us?" Number 6, Samuel Cunliffe, and a red flag waving. Why? I don't know. But I think the race director, Matt Daniels, may be unhappy with the formation or the speed, and he might want to just give the drivers a brief talking to. Well, there's Andy Coxfoot in the centre, there's Matt Daniels on the left. He is requesting the attention of a couple of drivers, maybe the incorrect grid formation, who knows. Let's have a look. Maybe something wrong with one of the karts they wanted to sort out and rectify. Was there fluid leaking out of one kart? We don't know. There's certainly attention being paid to one of the drivers, and
they'll run away from the poor people trying to catch up.
That is number 135, Leon Frost, being moved. I think there may have been an incorrect grid formation there. Now, we did see Cody Eustace was slow getting away, so that may have caused one or two drivers then to get into that incorrect formation. And, well, the sun is setting on the 2019 Daniel Ricciardo season. Those are heady summer days. We only had 5 hours of rain at Shellington for round 3, but it was boiling hot weather for the round at Wilton Mill, and even up at Rowra in Cumbria. A dim and distant memory. It's now, yeah, there was several drivers out of formation there at the start, so we're now getting the drivers put back into formation. And again, of the drivers there, I mean, looking at that, there we've had the Federation Cup, which had 4 rookies, so there's 7 rookies in this class this weekend, and 3 of them have made the Grand Prix. Cody Eustace in a fine 6th position. Will Vincent, who is, well, coming into today, Will Vincent in 16th place in the point standings. He was the leading rookie in the championship. He starts 15th. Luke Wildgoose, he starts 20th. And Luke only joined the championship up at Rowra this year, so this is his 4th round. And, oh no, there's problems there for Leon Frost's kart. You can see there that whatever the problem was has been resolved, and under the watchful eye of Andy Cox himself, Leon Frost is now put back onto the grid. So we will have a full complement of 22 drivers take the start of this 12-minute race. So we'll get Samuel Cunliffe on the kart number 6, Nicky Taylor kart number 4, Callum Gunning kart number 2, Harry Graham kart number 1, and then the 114 of George Whitehouse, number 134 of Cody Eustace, Alicia Palmowski and Vijay Ramlal are next, then Thomas Harvey in the number 8, and the number 116 of Jack Rigg. Is that so that we can put Frosty back in his position? Or is it so we can move the number 101 kart of Dylan Brierley back onto the correct side of the grid? I think it might well be. There, yes, there's a slight issue with the formation, and of course everyone's got to move over, everyone's got to move around. So everyone up, and we'll swap sides to make sure that we have the correct grid formation. And I think that's because Leon Frost is going to be starting down at the back of the field, so the second half of the grid will all have to readjust themselves. You can see the drivers. Now we are good to go. The front runners all get away quite cleanly. So, hopefully, well, it looks like we may need a second rolling lap to get everyone, well, I don't know, it depends how quickly everyone slows themselves down and gets themselves into the correct formation. Correct being the operative word. There's plenty of formations, but only one of them is correct. Down the back of the field, Leon Frost in kart number 135. Here we go then. Sam Cunliffe leads them out of turn number 7. Nicky Taylor on the outside of row 1. They come to the line. Lights are out. We're off and racing in DRS100. Cunliffe leads into turn number 1. Callum Gunning and Nicky Taylor side by side for second. Gunning on the inside. Taylor on the outside. Taylor sweeps around the outside to take P2. Gunning slots into 3rd place. Somebody at the back has a spin. But the lead contenders all through clearly. Harry Graham in 4th place. Whitehouse in 5th. Palmowski is in 6th position. Eustace and Harvey battling over 7th. Now in towards turn number 4 we go. It's Cunliffe from Nicky Taylor. Oh, and a spin further back in the pack there. And that was that Cody Eustace possibly. It was definitely one of the rookies. The end of lap number 1. Might have been William Vincent who went for a spin. So Vincent and Lily Jeffs both have a spin on the opening lap. But it is Cunliffe leading from Taylor, then Gunning in 3rd. Out to turn number 3. 4th is Graham. Palmowski's up to 5th place. Then it's Whitehouse in 6th. Oh, and somebody pulling off the side of the circuit there. Oh, that's number 132. Daniel Holdsworth. Another failure for Daniel. Oh, look at that. If body language says it all there. just rolls his head back and says, not again. He had a problem in qualifying. And that is him out of the Grand Prix itself. But up at the front, it is Cunliffe leading Taylor, Gunning, Graham, Palmowski, Whitehouse, Eustace in 7th in kart number 134. The leading rookie, followed by Harvey, Sheppy and Ramlal. That's your top 10. Kart side is 11th, then Justin Brouard in 12th. Single file out of turn number 3 there because they removed the stricken kart of Daniel Holdsworth. Lily Jeffs, I think, is also retired. She hasn't come around yet. She's on nearly a lap down. No, she has come around, but she's a long way back. So we have 21 drivers still running, led by number 6, Samuel Cunliffe. From number 4, Nicky Taylor. Callum Gunning at the inside of Taylor. Taylor runs wide. Gunning into P2, and Taylor's going to lose P3 and P4 as well. There goes Harry Graham. So Graham into 3rd, Taylor down to 4th. Still Palmowski in 5th with Whitehouse 6th. 7th is Eustace, 8th Harvey, 9th Sheppy. First gap is back to Ramlal in 10th. Out of turn number 5. Through the S's we go. Into turn 7. It's Cunliffe who has the advantage. From Gunning, Graham and the rest. There is Taylor now trying to reset the batteries and go again after that slight offline moment that cost him 2 positions. But Samuel Cunliffe has just been an absolute dominant force here so far today. Even in this very closely matched class, he has led from the front. He's withstood the pressure, and there has been lots and lots of pressure. Out of turn number 7 we go. Palmowski defending from Whitehouse into turn number 1. That is for 5th position. Through turn 2 now. Cunliffe checks over his shoulder. The gap back to Gunning is less than half a second. Graham is right there as well. Taylor in 4th, Palmowski in 5th. New fast lap for Harry Graham, 38.195 seconds, as he tries to put the pressure on the championship leader Callum Gunning in this, the final race of the season. Through turn number 5 to go the leaders, now into the S's at turn 6. Hard on the brakes from turn number 7. Cunliffe still keeping himself clear of an immediate danger. Alicia Palmowski right on the rear bumper of Nicky Taylor going through turn number 1. What a drive still from Cody Eustace, holding off Tom Harvey. Eustace is in 7th, Thomas Harvey is in 8th. Joe Sheppy's right there. Goes Palmowski to the inside of Taylor at turn number 3, and Alicia Palmowski picks up P4. So Palmowski, one more place for the podium for Alicia Palmowski, but a little bit of work to do to catch the top 3 as Callum Gunning closed in on Sam Cunliffe. And here comes Nicky Taylor, great move back up the inside at turn number 7 for Taylor, and George Whitehouse looking to capitalise as well in kart number 114. Side by side now, the 5th place between Palmowski and Whitehouse. Palmowski on the outside managed to hold on. Through turn number 2, Taylor, while that battle has allowed the top 3 to escape. Palmowski now coming back at Nicky Taylor. Makes the move once again. Taylor runs a little bit wide. Whitehouse at the inside. Oh, they're 3 wide in the run towards turn number 4. Palmowski on the outside, Taylor in the middle. Palmowski on the inside rather, Taylor in the middle. And then Whitehouse on the outside, and Whitehouse is going to get swamped there by Eustace. No, in fact, Eustace gets passed by Harvey and by Joe Sheppy. So it's Palmowski emerged in 4th place, Taylor back to 5th, Whitehouse in 6th. Then it is Harvey 7th, Sheppy at 8th, and Eustace back to 9th. Behind this battle is Ben Gartside in 10th position, as we pass Lily Jeffs. And oh, a hand in the air there as Lily Jeffs trying to scramble to get out of the way in kart number 133, and she does a very good job of it, of just letting the leaders go. But Samuel Cunliffe has used that opportunity to pull away from Callum Gunning and Harry Graham. They complete lap number 9. And Samuel Cunliffe leads from Callum Gunning by 3/4 of a second. Harry Graham just 2/10 behind Gunning in 3rd. 37.877 seconds. Fastest lap for Alicia Palmowski. She runs in 4th position, just in front of Nicky Taylor and then George Whitehouse. Taylor sets a new fastest lap. 37.777 seconds. As he tries to wrestle fourth place back from Palmowski. Whitehouse in 6th. Then a gap back to Sheppy 7th, Harvey 8th and Eustace in 9th. Brouard now chasing Gartside for 10th position. Still 5.5 minutes to go. Oh, there's Taylor running a little bit wide at turn number 1. Whitehouse thought about looking at the inside, but Taylor closes the door. Still Cunliffe leads from Gunning and Graham.
The green one.
5 minutes remaining. Still 21 drivers running. 20 drivers on the lead lap. It's Cunliffe, Gunning, Graham, Palmowski, Taylor, Whitehouse, Sheppy, Harvey, Eustace and Brouard the top 10. Then Gartside, Davison, Ramlal, Rigg, Brierley, Wild Goose, Lockett, Campbell Pilling, Frost and Vincent the rest of the top 20. And now Alicia Palmowski begins to get a bit of breathing space between herself and Nikki Taylor. In fact, on this last lap around, Alicia Palmowski begins to close back in on the top 3 as Joe Sheppy in kart number 1, 2, 3 on your screens there, defending from Thomas Harvey. Cody Eustace right behind him in 9th position. We're on lap number 13 now. Palmowski sets another new fastest lap. 37.615 seconds for Alicia Palmowski. Nikki Taylor in kart number 4 runs in 5th but can't close the gap on Palmowski ahead of him. And number 1, 2, 3, Joe Sheppy is now beginning to close in on Nikki Taylor. Despite that, though, Taylor sets a new fast up, 37.496 seconds. But Taylor makes a mistake and drops behind Whitehouse there. Cunliffe under pressure for the lead as they start lap number 14. Callum Gunning in kart number 2 has caught the race leader. They come out of turn number 2. Harry Graham still runs in 3rd place, watching this with intent. Now around turn number 3, it is Cunliffe, Gunning, Graham and Palmowski. And Cunliffe begins to defend with 3.5 minutes to go into turn number 4 and 5. And you can see Sam Cunliffe now starting to look over his shoulder a little bit more. He had to defend all the way through the pre-final from Palmowski, and now he's going to have to do likewise from Gunning and Graham in this one. Down the main straight into turn number 1, 3 minutes to go. We start lap number 15, 37.463, new fastest lap for number 125. Alicia Palmowski in 4th place. We've got a 3-kart battle for the lead. Palmowski's about to make it a 4-kart battle, and Whitehouse in kart number 114. He's not a million miles away either to try and make the lead quintet as we bring the curtain down on the 2019 season. Taylor back in 6th position. The moment doesn't seem to have the pace to stay with the leaders. Cunliffe once again into turn number 1 with Gunning in his wheel tracks. Graham in 3rd. We haven't seen Harry Graham make any sort of move just yet. He's been happy to follow Callum Gunning up towards the leader. Now, will he start to make a move, or will he allow Gunning to do the hard work on Cunliffe and maybe take advantage of any slip up between the top 2 into turn number 7? We've got less than 2 minutes to go, and Palmowski has caught the leaders. They come onto the main straight. Whitehouse as well. Give George Whitehouse another lap and he'll catch the leaders, I'm certain. We'll start lap number 16. Samuel Cunliffe continues to defend into turn number 3. He's not blocking, he's not hugging the inside line. He's just driving very assertively in the lead. He's not allowing Callum Gunning to even think about making a move. He's just covering his line, and that is allowing, oh, somebody further back, you can see kicking up a big, oh, that's Vijay Ramlal going off, going through a puddle and kicking up a huge bow wave there. He loses 13th position. Into turn number 1 we go. 1 minute remaining. It's Cunliffe leading from Gunning, Graham, Palmowski and Whitehouse. Any one of 5 can win. You can throw a Kleenex over the lot of them. Out to turn number 3. Cunliffe again checks over his shoulder just to see who's there. and he realises they're all there. Now through turn number 5. Up towards the chicane. Into turn number 6. Oh, Graham, up under braking. Graham snatched the brake there, and that costs Harry Graham 3rd place. He went for a move on Gunning, realised that Gunning was going to block the line, had to stamp on the anchors, got sideways, lost momentum. Palmowski up to P3. Gartside in 12th meanwhile. Cunliffe leads, Gunning 2nd, and now Whitehouse for 4th place. It is Cunliffe, Gunning, Palmowski, Whitehouse and Graham, your top 5. Callum Gunning has sat and looked at the rear bumper of Sam Cunliffe's car for the last 12 minutes. The last lap board goes out. Cunliffe signals to Cunliffe saying, I'm not going to challenge you. My eyes are on the title. You just go. What does Palmowski do? She wants a podium. She wants to win if she possibly can. Down towards turn number 3. Sam Cunliffe, he's under pressure, but Gunning is not going to make a move. He said to Sam Cunliffe there, you saw the signal saying, just go. I'm going to follow you home because I've got the championship to think about. Oh, they're coming up to catch Lily Jeffs. And they pass the number 113 car going through the turn 6 chicane. But this is it. The checkered flag, it awaits for Sam Cunliffe. Callum Gunning 2nd. Palmowski 3rd. Whitehouse is 4th. 5th for Harry Graham. Nicky Taylor comes home in 6th place. 7th for Thomas Harvey. 8th for Cody Eustace. 9th for Joe Sheppy. Thomas Davison rounds out the top 10. Brouard is 11th. Gartside is 12th. Brierley finishes 13th. Rigg is 14th. Wild Goose is 15th. Ramlal 16th. Then Lockett in 17th. Frost 18th. Vincent 19th. And the top 20 rounded out by Rowan Campbell-Pilling. So your winner, Samuel Cunliffe in kart number 6. Callum Gunning in kart number 2. That, I think, has sealed the title for the driver from Herne Bay. They come into the pits. And that means we now have just one race to go in 2019.